XRM Toolbox downloaded, and I extracted it, and I clicked on Run, and we see the XRM Toolbox application open. One of the things I'll point out is the connection. You can actually create a connection and it will save it, and then you don't have to put in all the information later. So I'm going to create a connection to my dev. As you can see, there's already several connections because this pulled from my old one, and I'll go through here and click SDK login control and then open SDK login. And you want display list of available organization and show advanced. So if you know the region of your online, most likely it's North America, it might be North America too. You can put that information in, and then your username and password. And log in. Okay, so this is my work, and we have multi-factor authentication turned on. So I just approved that, and it's going through, and I want my dev environment. All right, so that connection is valid, and I'm going to name it something special. Dev, use this one. So we know now which connection to use. All right, this has several tools pre-installed, and if you haven't used this before, I'll tell you my favorite that I use all the time is Fetch XML Builder, but the one we want to look for is called Bulk Workflow Execution. Now we already have it installed. If you don't have it installed, let's see, you can get it from the tool library. The tool library is where all the public plugins are kept. So you just go to the tool library and search bulk, and you should have a bulk workflow execution, and then just click on it and push install. We already have it, so it came right up. And this is where those views come in handy. So we have a workflow, and this is based on the current selection. We don't have a selection here, so what we want to do is select a current. So we're going to do accounts, and you'll notice that there's views from the account came up once I selected the workflow, right? And what we want is a phone scrub needed. So this isn't all the phone or all the accounts that exist. This was one that only gave you ones where it has not been scrubbed against. The reason we want that is because, again, if you have a ton of records, this will only do the ones that need it, and also you can set the batch size. So if you want to run it for half an hour, you can stop it and come back and run it for another half hour later, or whenever you want to run it, and it will not redo accounts or records that have already been scrubbed or don't need it. So with this, I'm going to go ahead and start the workflow. And it said workflow started 9 of 9. And 9's not very many records, so let's go in here and see what happened? We refresh this and there are no records there that need to be run. So that's what we expected. If we go back into debug and run that, you can see all of the records were cleaned. So 9's pretty fast, but again, it will run fast on larger batches. So if you wanted to run 500 or 1,000 at a time, it shouldn't be too hard to run. But if you are running over a million records through this, I would suggest doing this off hours. And that is the information on phone call scrubbing. Thank you.